Hey guys, welcome to DevTech Finance. In this video, we would be covering the topic Carroll's CSR Pyramid. This video is a part of Business Ethics and Corporate Governance module, so I recommend you to watch other videos related to this. Let's start with the introduction to CSR. Before getting on to what was Carroll's CSR Pyramid, let's understand what corporate social responsibility is. So according to the World Business Council for Sustainable Development, it defined CSR as corporate social responsibility is the continuing commitment by business to behave ethically and contribute to economic development while improving the quality of life of the workforce and their families as well as of local community and society as large. So today the businesses and the companies, they are not competing only on the basis of profitability, but they also have to abide with their social responsibilities. This has come into picture, and the companies are taking more and more CSR activities to gain reputation in the society and to attract the trust of the customers and to be morally correct throughout their business life. And this in turn creates a goodwill for the society, which make it exist for a longer period of time in the competitive scenario of market, abiding with the laws and in moral way. So some objectives of CSR activities are to make societal welfare an integral part of business process, to build a good reputation for the business, to earn customer loyalty and equity, to abide with regulatory norms, to get an easier access to capital and increase sales. So obviously the main part is that doing societal welfare, that's the main objective of CSR activities. Then doing societal welfare and doing good for society would also in turn create a good reputation for the business. Now this good reputation would earn customers loyalty and trust, which would create customer equity in the business, which is long time relation with the business. Then this also helps companies to abide with regulatory norms and to perform all their legal obligations correctly so that they don't fall into any illegal activities or any legal complexities. Now it also helps in getting easier access to capital, because businesses, they always need huge amount of capital to expand and grow, so they depend on banks, FIs as well as the public to raise capital. So by creating a good interest for all the stakeholders, they can get easier access to capital from all the stakeholders in form of loan, in form of the IPOs or all. Now let's see Carroll's CSR Pyramid. So Carroll's CSR Pyramid was divided into 4 levels. At the basic level, it was economic, then legal, then ethical, and then philanthropic. So it showed that how a business should abide with its responsibility. What should be a business or company's responsibility if it has to aim for longer survival along with profitability and sustainable development in society. So at the basic level was economics. So the first motive or the basic responsibility for any business should be to be profitable in the market, because that's how they would be able to compete in the market. So being profitable, earning good revenue for the business is at the economic level. Then let's talk about legal level. Here business should abide by the laws and regulatory norms to avoid any legal complications in work. So many times we have seen very big companies or businesses getting into legal complications because they have not paid the taxes, or they are not abiding with certain acts. So these creates a lot more legal complexities for the business. So for example, let's talk about the Factories Act 1948. It says that all the companies, they need to look after the safety, health issues, and the work environment should be safe for the workers, and they should look after the welfare of the workers. So they can't just ignore it and put the workers' life at risk for their own business stake, and thus it becomes a legal obligation of the business to look after the safety in various ways of the employees, of the workers. It also mentions the working hours beyond which the company cannot make the workers do their work. So the legal the legal norms and regulation, they tend to strict the companies in certain ways so that they behave morally and do not exploit the employees, or they do not exploit society in any manner. Then comes ethical. So this represents the responsibility of business to be morally right and practice fair business. Now many a times we have seen that the companies which are having good reputation, suddenly they falls because they are exposed of their fraudulent activities, and they are exposed of their illegal activities or some kind of money laundering cases, some bribery or corruption cases. So all this shows that the business was not ethically correct. It was going profitable, but it was unethical and it was illegal. So it's very important for businesses to be morally right and practice fair business, so that they could be falling under the ethically good business category. And the ultimate aim of any business should be to be philanthropic. Now this represents the ultimate objective of business to work for welfare of society. So at this level, when the business has been stable, they have earned a good profitable amount, they are abiding with all the legal issues, and they are morally correct, they have their responsibility towards society as well. So they should work for welfare of society now. So for example, this Tata company, they are involved in many such CSR activities. So let's talk about the Tata Steel Rural Development Society. It was a registered society to undertake and promote the well-being of rural areas, the rural welfare, the growth in rural economy and all such. So it was one of the CSR activities by Tata company. Then there was also Tata Steel Skill Development Society, which was registered society with the objective to provide facilities for skills training to the workers, so that they could create a kind of employment for themselves. So this is how the companies tend to get involved into CSR activities after they have reached a certain level of stability and growth in their company. Now CSR addresses the following issues: health and welfare, education, natural environment, culture, human rights. So all those companies which are aiming at abiding with the CSR activities, they could get involved in any of the field, either in health and welfare, either through education for children's, either in protection of natural environment, for enhancement of culture and traditions, or to fight for human rights. They could address any of the following issue, and they could be socially responsible and actively participated in CSR activities. So thank you for watching. This was all for this video. Do like and share my videos. Subscribe to my channel DevTech Finance. Thank you all.